Good morning. Well, as I'm walking, this download came in, so I said, why not? Whew. I didn't go to the gym today, but I'm definitely taking a walk. Got to do something, especially, and you see it in your body already, especially, the weather is changing when these clothes come off. Honey, it's just good for mind, body, and soul. Yeah, it's good. So if you didn't get a chance to take a walk today, you don't need nobody. Go walk so you can meditate. All right? Do it for you. Just do it for you. If you don't have a park around you, just walk on the street. Just do it. If you don't got, even if you have a house and you got 6 little steps, walk up and down the steps. It's good. Give your heart some love today. Me, I like walking on the street. So I'm going to take a walk while talking to you guys. Normally I walk around this park, but I feel like just going a little further. What I came here to talk to you guys about, the download that just came in, is people want relationships, but they don't even have a relationship with themselves. So, if you can't have a relationship with yourself, how are you going to have a relationship with someone else? Ponder on that for a minute. You can't be alone. You don't give yourself self-care. You don't know how to. You don't have nobody that you're submitting to. You want to call it the universe, God, whatever you want to call it. Your identity is within someone else because you think someone else is going to make you happy. Not true. The happiness comes from within you first. Period. So how, if you're miserable, how are you going to make somebody else happy? It's ridiculous. So that's what I want to talk about. So many people, have you guys ever really thought about how many people are in relationships that they, one, don't like the person that they're with, they're just there for comfort, or two, they're being deceitful and cheating on their partner, and it's a game to them. It's a game to them. I'm going to talk about cheating for a minute. Cheating is abuse. It's abuse. It's lying and being deceitful with somebody else and cheating. It causes a lot of emotional and psychological pain to the person that is being cheated on, and even the person that is doing the cheating has some psychological problems that stems back to childhood. All right, they feel unlovable and unworthy, and they are empty, so they're looking for something to fill up that gap. Sex, alcohol, excitement, fantasy. They feel the same like the victim, because once you become a victim of cheating, you feel worthless, which causes suicidal thoughts. It's a generational curse as well. The person probably see their mom or dad did it to the other spouse. It's probably just a learned behavior, but it's definitely generational. And it goes back to childhood. Sorry guys for all the noise. I am in the Bronx. Sorry guys. That's the one thing with the Bronx, it's so loud, you can't even hear yourself sometimes. Which is why I like to go in the suburb and work out and meditate, because you can't hear God in all this noise. Sheesh. Can't even concentrate. Anyway, I'm passing the courthouse, right? And I just got a thought. I've been waiting for my divorce to come through for about maybe 2, 3 years. And I'm coming over here, not to say that I'm triggered, but yeah, every time I go in there to see what's going on, it's a long, disgusting process. All the emotions come up again. And yeah, I'm not gonna go in there this morning. I don't feel like dealing with that. Whenever it comes through, it comes through. That's a whole another thing. How cheating devastate the family, the children, and everything. You guys, there's so much broken family out here. I think if you're with somebody and you're not happy, 2025, I think you should just say, listen, I'm not happy. So you can leave amicable, the family could start healing, you know? But when you left without answers, without any clarity, you got to figure it out yourself, and you got to choose you. And you got to move on. You know, and that's what I want to say this morning. It's just, you know, no closure, you know, hurt feelings. It's just so much. You got to figure it out. And the sad part about it is the person that cheated on you looks straight in your face and still lie. And it doesn't matter how much time you've been with this person, how much years you've been with this person, how nice you've been to this person, what you do for this person. It doesn't matter. They don't appreciate you because they can't appreciate themselves. They are broken. Oh God. They are broke. My son, one of my eyes. It's so dusty out here. Ooh. They are broken. They feel broken, and they definitely want to break you down. They definitely want to break you down. I hear a lot of people say the affair partner is not obligated to you, so they don't owe you anything. But I think everybody involved need to take responsibility, you know, because if that person wasn't there, and people would stay married, right? They would stay married, and the person is just there, willing to help the cheater, you know what I mean? Because they're broken as well. As I understand this thing, I don't blame nobody. You know, I just took out the pieces of my life and I just move on. You choose you, you choose love. You know, like I said, it would be nice if this person could just say, well, I'm not attracted to you no more, it's not working. I gotta let this relationship go. You know, like a mature person, but no, instead it's lies, deceit, bad treatment, yelling, not showing up for you. You thinking you're in a relationship, but you're not. You're not in a relationship with this person. They stopped showing up for you a long time. You cannot, you know how Matthew 6:24 says you can't serve two masters because you will love one and hate the other. It's the same in a relationship. When you have two partners, you're not gonna love them the same because they both bring something different to your table. And I hear people try to justify it by saying it's an 80-20 rule. They want the 80% and the 20%. The way to describe it is, you know, having the entree, which is supposed to be your spouse, and then having the mistress on the side, which is the 20%. But if it really is the 20%, you listen how roles are reversed. If you really was the 80%, think about it. Why would somebody leave a 80% for a 20%? Don't you see, spouse, that you're really the 20%? You know? Listen, I could go on and on with this subject. A lot of people, like I said, a lot of people want to be in a relationship, but they're not ready. So I said, it's 2025. Why not just speak your truth? If you just want to be by yourself, if you want to be polygamous, if you like threesome, choke out spit out, whatever you need to tell the person. If you're bisexual, if you're on the down low, come all the way out of the closet. It's a lot going on in this environment right now. A lot of secrets, a lot of deception. How are you gonna be in a relationship and have deception? Whether you're cheating with a mistress or cheating with your best friend on the opposite side of the fence, you know, your partner don't know that you're gay, but you have gay desires. And then you got the nerve to say you're not gay. You just like a little fun on the side. That's the thing with lust. Good morning, buenos dias.
Good morning.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Papi. I don't like, you know, if people are talking and you just walk in between them without saying excuse me or something. It's called manners and respect. I'm gonna show you guys something. So this is, can you guys see? Let me see. That is the thing that they put on your car for tickets. I don't even know why they bother doing no more. And they just take it off. Welcome to New York. It's crazy. You guys, leave me some comments, man. Okay, with so much people, I meet a lot of women, even in their 20s, that are single. They don't have no desire for a relationship because I think that people only like the sexual part of the relationship. That's the only part they like. The sexual part of the relationship, the good time, the fun times. They don't like, God forbid if you get sick and you're a woman and you got a spouse. I'm not saying all, because some men do really take care of their wives, you know? But when you get sick, this person decides to get up and leave you on the floor, okay? Paralyzed, you're on the floor. Dementia, you're on the floor. Heart attack, you're on the floor because you're defective in their eyes. They are gonna leave you in the worst condition ever. But some women that really love you from the heart will stay there, take care of a man, clean his feces, all of that. But they don't have the same feelings for you. Isn't that something? Something to think about when you guys are getting into a relationship. Is this a lustful relationship, or is this a caring, two-party, two-way relationship? Does he feel the same way about you that you feel about him, or is just your vagina or your penis jumping? That's the only thing you want out of the relationship. It can't be, because that too will die. It will die out sooner or later. You know what I'm saying? And when I say die out, I'm not talking about, you know, no sex. I'm just talking about that infatuation period would dwindle down. Especially when you're in a long-term relationship. It doesn't mean that you don't love the person. It's just that life is really happening, which is why they like the fantasy, right? They like the fantasy so they could escape, you know, escapism. That's why people take drugs and like to go to strip clubs and all of these stuff. They like to escape from reality. But at the end of the day, you know, what you do in your young life and your older life is completely different. The decisions you make when you're young is going to be completely different from when you're older. When you're young, you got all the time in the world, right? With all the fornication, all the sex parties and all of this stuff that people do these days. But when you're older, you want a companion. You want somebody there by you, to travel with you, you know, to eat with you, whatever, to laugh with you. You know what I'm saying? This is why a lot of people remain single. Because if you're going to have somebody that is mistreating you, you might as well be by yourself. Be happy by yourself. Work and do what you got to do by yourself. You know, although the Bible says it is not good for men to be alone. But in this society, you got to be alone because you can't trust the one that you're with. You can't trust them. So you got to pick up your things and you got to flee. Flee before this person murk you off this earth, poison you off this earth. The same person that you're laying down with, because a lot of people think marriage is just fun and I'm in love. No, marriage is a ministry, and your husband and your wife is going to be your best teacher. They are going to bring the worst out of you or the best out of you, but they are your greatest teacher of your life. Trust me when I tell you. Okay? For the married people in the comment section, talk to me. Talk to me. What have you learned from your marital relationship? What have you learned? You know, I lived here for so long and I never went in this park. It just looks so dangerous because you can't see, you know? Anything can happen in there. And for that reason, I never really went in there. This feels so good, guys. Yeah, your spouse is your greatest teacher, man. They can make you and break you, especially in these days. You see so much spouse murking the whole family, murking their, person that they're supposed to love so much, murking the person for the person on the side. It's very disgusting, It's dangerous. I want you guys to go look at, Chris Watts. Go and look up Chris Watts on YouTube. This guy, Chris Watts, allegedly, he's in jail anyway. I'm just going to say allegedly for my channel. He offed his wife and his 2 children because he wanted to go with his mistress. Now, all he has to say is goodbye, right? Work out the paperwork. Just leave. All you got to do, guys, is leave. You don't got to go through all of that. It makes no sense, and I can't understand. Why would you want to treat somebody that you say you love in this way? Do you think, was that love? No. Love don't hurt. Love is not like that. Love is kind, compassionate, empathy, peace. You walk away in peace and love. I love to see people like they break up and they could still laugh together. Them and the new person, like they could have dinner together like a family. You know what I mean? Like if it's an important engagement in the children's life, everybody come together. It's not a big deal. But when you're immature and you don't even love yourself and you're trying to have a relationship, this is what happens, guys. This is what happens. Is that supposed to be music? Ugh. This sounds bad. It's like when you go to the Dominican restaurant or even in the laundromat by me, all the Spanish music sound alike. It just gives me a headache. Pop, 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 pop. It's just like same beat. All of them have the same beat. Bum, bum, bum. Especially bachata. Bachata. I like their music, but I could just take it for a little bit. But anyway, getting back to this cheating thing, and then the kids suffer in the end. And then they do the same thing. You ever see men that say they did not grow up with a father, and when they have their family, they're not going to do this, and they're not going to do that, and it ends up being the same story over and over again? Yes, because when you get married, you got to make sure you're equally yoked. And even when you equally yoke, sometime in this society, people are so easy to give up, so they just walk away, So and then they go in another relationship because they didn't work on themselves. Same issues occur. So is it the person or is it you? You got to work on yourself. Even when you're equally yoked, even if the pastor, the best person ever, president, whoever, you know what I'm saying? I'm just throwing titles and positions, that's it. But the person that's supposed to be the high value, sometimes even then it doesn't work, You can't, how you gonna have somebody that's understand a single household and you're from a marital household? That's type of like example of being equally yoked. They don't understand. They don't come from that dynamic, you know. I was hearing somebody say it don't matter. Like, you ever see some man leave their good wife? This wife is being a slave for them, doing everything, you know, for them. Everything, your wifely duty for them. You're there to support them from ground zero, and then when they get on their feet, they leave you for somebody that don't even do half the things you do for them. They don't have to cook, clean, they don't have to do nothing. He takes it out, you see. So, none of us, you know. So, ooh, it's good to walk. You see some holy stuff. I never knew they had a cake store here. Oh, that's good to know. All right. When you walk and when you drive, you get different perspective. Oh, she got cake. Let's give her a little shout out. Chef Mommy 26 at Instagram. All right, guys, check her out. Whew, that walk feels so good. See, I didn't go to the gym, but at least I can walk just to get it in. I don't want to be lazy on my workout, you know? Yes, this is a workout too, because I'm just walking, get my heart, giving my heart some love, man. You feel so good. Like I said, even though I didn't go to the gym today, I'm out in nature just walking. It feels so good. You can wear your little light jacket. It's supposed to be 50 degrees in New York today. So it feels good. Alright, guys, I'm going to leave now. Talk to me in the comment section. It's getting a little windy. Talk to me in the comment section. Let me know how you feel about this subject, what you could add on. Because for me, if you don't love yourself, if you're not true to yourself, if you're not bowing to a higher power and letting him take over your life and direct you, how can you direct someone else? You know? All right. So talk to me, guys. Thank you so much. Reporting from the Bronx, Rosa's Resources, over and out.